You think you're choosing what you see online. But what if your thoughts, your fears, and even your political opinions are being chosen for you? Before you scroll away, stay with me for the next minutes, because by the end of this video, you may never look at your phone the same way again. And what I'm about to show you was never meant to be obvious. You wake up, you grab your phone, you scroll, and before you've even stood up from your bed, your mood has already been decided. Anger, fear, outrage, anxiety. But here's the unsettling question. Did you choose these emotions? Or were they carefully planted? Stay until the end, because the answer is far more disturbing than addiction. Every system of control begins with a promise. Television promised information. The internet promised knowledge. Social media promised freedom and voice. And to be fair, it delivered, but it also introduced something invisible. The algorithm. Behind every like, every share, every second you spend scrolling, there is a system watching, not to help you, but to keep you there. And the reason why has nothing to do with you. It has to do with money and power. But first, we need to understand why your brain is so easy to hijack. Because once you understand how your mind reacts to fear, you'll realize the system doesn't need to control you. You control yourself for it. Your brain is not designed for truth, it's designed for survival. And survival depends on one thing: threat detection. That's why fear spreads faster than calm. Anger beats nuance. Outrage outperforms facts. Social media didn't invent this, it optimized it. Algorithms learned something simple. If this content scares them, they stay longer. Small disagreements become existential threats. Opinions become wars. People become enemies. But here's the dangerous part. When fear dominates, your ability to think critically shuts down. And that leads us to something much darker. Because history shows us exactly where societies go when fear replaces dialogue. And social media just made that process faster. Philosophers warned us about this centuries ago. Thomas Hobbes argued that fear is the foundation of submission. Hannah Arendt showed how authoritarian systems grow when societies fragment. Fascism doesn't arrive overnight. It emerges when fear replaces conversation. Enemies replace neighbors. Obedience replaces thinking. Social media didn't create fascism, but it created the perfect environment for it to thrive, because fear divides. Division creates predictability, and predictability creates control. But who benefits from this? This is where things get truly uncomfortable. Because the real story is not about politics. It's about a new economic system that most people don't even know exists. One of the most important books of our time is The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff. Her argument is simple and terrifying. A new economic logic emerged. In this system, your experience becomes raw material, your behavior becomes data, your data becomes predictions, and predictions become profit. You are not the customer, you are the source. Companies discovered that digital traces reveal far more than what's needed to improve a service. This excess is called behavioral surplus, and it feeds something called behavioral futures markets. Companies are no longer predicting what you think. They're predicting and shaping what you will do. No force, no laws, no awareness. Zuboff calls this instrumentarian power, a system that doesn't punish you, it nudges you. And the scariest part? You think it's your idea? So, is technology the enemy? Or are we missing something crucial? Here's the truth most people miss. Technology is not good or evil. It amplifies. Books like The Internet of Us, The Wisdom of Crowds show that networks can increase empathy, solve complex problems, strengthen democracy. The problem isn't social media, it's the economic logic behind it. The same tool that spreads fear can spread understanding, which brings us to a choice. Social media has already proven its potential. Grassroots movements, free education, mental health communities. Voices that were once silenced. When used consciously, it connects instead of divides. The antidote to fear is not censorship, not silence, not control. The antidote is awareness. When people unite, the algorithm loses power because fear fragments. Unity transforms. So we return to the question, are you using social media, or is social media using you? The difference is not the platform, it's the awareness of the person holding the phone. Fear distorts, love clarifies, unity empowers. The real revolution is not digital, it's internal, and it starts when you realize thinking is an act of resistance. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Subscribe if you want more content that doesn't treat you like data.